Summer and Labor Day come to a close. Many people are headed back home after the long holiday weekend. Western Mass News reporter Lexi Oliver joining us live in studio with more on how the roads looked this evening. Lexi.
Chris, we stopped by the Ludlow rest stop on the Mass Pike eastbound, and travelers tell us despite this rainy weather, things were actually moving pretty smoothly.
It hasn't been too bad, but it's definitely been a little slow with the rain.
Rob Wozniak and his family visited Saratoga this weekend for a wedding and horse race.
It was good. It was a lot of fun, and we had this one with us, so she's doing great.
He tells us they haven't run into any slowdowns on the Mass Pike. Meantime, others like John Monhay were just taking a day trip Monday to visit his friend in Western Mass.
The traffic up here was brutal. It was awful. It took me like an hour and 30 minutes when it really should have just taken an hour.
But on his way home to Worcester, he tells us things were a lot smoother.
There wasn't a lot of breaks. It just feels like it's seamless.
Massachusetts spokesperson for AAA Northeast, Mary McGuire, tells Western Mass News they forecast about 31% of people in the Bay State would opt to travel this holiday weekend.
70% told us that they were impacted by considerations about inflation in making their decision about whether or not to travel.
But she says with gas prices falling and the nice weather we had on Saturday and Sunday, many people even chose to make day trips.
The wonderful thing about Massachusetts is that you can get to a really fun destination that many people seek out nationally right here in our backyard. So you can get to many places that are great tourist destinations in less than a tank of gas.
She says they always see an increase in crashes during holiday weekends, and with rain hitting our state Monday into Tuesday morning, she's reminding people to play it safe.
Our advice to people is to really take it slow in the rain, do not speed, do not drive through standing water.
Some drivers hitting the road to begin their vacation tell us the weather hasn't impacted their trip too much.
The rain has been nonstop since Wellsville, New York. It's been off and on rain, but really not bad.
McGuire also tells us that while 80% of those traveling this weekend did so by car, there were a significant number of people who flew as well. She says about 2.3 million people flew nationally this weekend, according to the TSA, but there were unfortunately lots of cancellations and delays. Reporting live in studio, Lexi Oliver, Western Mass News.